to jump right into what we're talking about this week, which is keys of first relationship and chords that can be found in the key of C, or in any key when you transpose it, because it's the same thing. Yeah, Carrie, I'm recording it, so hopefully you'll be able to, look at this as well if you don't stay for the whole class. Now, it struck me when I was watching Dr. Onye do this in class that you'll notice that takes care of all the leading tones. And then there's one more tone to take care of, which is B flat. So if we think about a chromatic scale with one note missing, I'm playing everything but B flat. And I apologize for the fact that it sounds like the music from 2001: A Space Odyssey. If you remember when they saw the model and they had this stuff going on. Anyway, we've got every note here but B flat. So we've got all of the leading tones. And we're going to take care of this one by talking about the secondary dominant that goes from C7 to F. So if we say, let's all do this together. Play a C major triad. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a C sharp, a chord with a C sharp in it. Okay, the obvious choice is an A7 chord. So watch this. Everybody see what I did? Here's the A bass note. Here's the 5th. Here's the 7th. Here's the 3rd of A. So Brittany's happening because I'm not throwing the 5th away. Does everybody see that? Okay, has everybody done this? Okay, now from here, we've just used this A7 to resolve to D minor. Of course, you already know this if you know 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. That should be familiar territory. 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. Okay? We're still in the key of C. Does anybody have a problem with this being part of the key of C? Yeah, it sounds like C. All I did was invert it and make the voicing a little bit cleaner. But I want to emphasize the leading tones in this exercise. There's A7. The next place we're going is D minor. I'm playing a D minor triad. Now watch. The next place we're going is E minor. So I need a B triad. So starting from the beginning. Now, by the way, I put a PDF on the intermediate group accountability page. If you go to that intermediate accountability page, you can find a PDF that has all of this laid out in the key of C. So you can find it there if you don't want to write it all down. But if you want to write it down, that's good too, because sometimes writing it down is a good way to remember it. For those of you who just got here, we're looking at the same stuff that Dr. Onye was just talking about. How many chords are there in the key of C? There are the standard diatonic chords. And these are the chords that are found by using the notes of the C major scale. You can create 7 different chords, triads or 7th chords, by using just the C major scale. And you should know this, And then if you want to start working on your left hand, I know you've talked about that, this is the way to start. Take your major scale and just walk up and down in 7ths. What happened? Just a moment. Okay. Yeah, if you're not sure about major 7s in your right hand, you want to get a basic drill. You take the major scale, just go up and down it like this. These are diatonic chords in the key of C. And all that is a fancy way of saying that I'm not playing a single note that is not found in the C major scale. But as is easily observed, most music grabs notes that are not part of C major. Even if the song's in C major, you know. All of a sudden, I'm not in C major, am I? Do I have a choice about that? No, that's how the song goes. The song takes me out of C major scale, but I'm still in the key of C major. Does everybody hear that? We're still in C major, even though this note showed up, right? That's what this is about. So how many leading tones are there in C major? Here's C major. We have all these notes available to us. Everything but B flat is a leading tone. What do I mean by everything but B flat's a leading tone? This is the leading tone for D minor, which is a diatonic chord in C major. This is the leading tone, or the leading note, for E minor, which is a diatonic chord in C major. This is a leading tone for leading tone for G major, which is a diatonic chord in C major. This is a leading tone for A minor, which is a diatonic chord in C major. All of these notes will lead you to a chord in C major. And they can make for some very dramatic moments in your playing when you resolve them, right? You know. Do you hear that? What did I do? I used a non-diatonic note, C sharp, to get to this note. Right? There's other ways I could do it too, but that's just one example. So here we are. This is C major, our first note. We're going up the scale this way. We're not going to play B flat because we're going to grab it somewhere else. So just so you know, here's the scale we're playing, and we're going to harmonize it. Everybody play this with me. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B, C. Now I want you guys to notice something. Play a C bass note while you do this. Do you ever feel like you left the key of C? No, you don't, because every one of these notes is driving your ear to a diatonic chord in C. That's the purpose of these things, right? So, we start with C. Everybody play a C major chord in first inversion with a C bass note. Our next chord will be a chord with C sharp in it. We're going to play an A7. I'm playing an A down here. Now, guesses as to where I'm going. Guess what? You know, because the leading tone tells you. This is going where? Up a half step. What's up a half step from C sharp? D minor. So let's all do that together about 3 times. 4 beats each. 1, 2, 3, 4. C major triad. 2, 3, 4. A7, 2, 3, 4. D minor. 2, 3, 4. One more time. 2, 2, 3, 4. C major. 2, 3, 4. A7, 2, 3, 4. D minor. 2, 3, One more time for good measure. 2, ready, go. C major, A7, and here comes D minor. Now the next place we're going is up a half step. And the chord is B7. Why? Because this is going where? Where is this leading tone got to take us if it's going up a half step? E minor.
E.
Exactly. It's got to take us to E minor if we want to go to a diatonic chord in C, which means it's got to be part of a B7.
I'm sorry, Coach Morris. Can I record, please? Can I have permission to record?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Just a minute. Let me get participants. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And me too, now that you're taking
really
a break.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just go down, click everything.
Thank you. This is really good. I want this recording. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. It says allow to record local files. Okay. That Banks.
And Linda.
Imogene, Pastor Imogene.
Okay, we've got Dondra is recording. Dr. Cassie, I gave permission to record. Let me see here.
Mother Baldwin.
Linda is recording.
Mother Baldwin.
Okay. It's weird. What's weird about this setup is that every time I get ready to click on somebody's name, it moves. I don't know why it does that, but it's like I was just about. Okay. I see Mother Baldwin. Just a minute. All right.
Pastor Imogene.
Record. All right. Okay.
Do you have Pastor Imogene?
It says you have permission. So go ahead and try recording. You should be able to record. And B. Davis has permission to record. Becky Bayhouse now has permission to record. Diane has permission to record. Dondra has permission to record. Evelyn, you now have permission to record. Okay, it says everybody has permission to record. Is anybody having problems recording?
Nothing came up on mine at all. Usually put something there that says I can record. Let's see if I can.
You should be able to. It says, my option is remove permission to record local files.
I'm good.
Okay. Is everybody else good? Everybody else able to record? Okay.
Coach Morris, can I ask you a question about that B? Now, because we were going up, we were going up, and then we went up to the D sharp, correct? Mm-hmm. So then, how did we jump to B on that?
Okay, good question. Very, very good question. D sharp is the leading tone of what chord?
D sharp.
D sharp takes us to what chord in C?
To the E minor.
Okay, E minor. What is the 5 of E minor?
The 5 of E minor is B minor.
And what is the 3rd of B?
The 3rd of B is D.
D what though?
D sharp. Oh, B major.
It has to be if it's going to have a leading tone in it. Here's the thing, folks. If you're going to play a leading tone chord, you've got two choices. It's got to either be a dominant chord or a diminished chord.
Right.
And understand this, please, if you understand nothing else from this lesson. Diminished and dominants are first cousins. In fact, they're beyond first cousins. It's the same thing. If I play this is the 5 chord in C, right? If I do this, it's still the 5 chord in C, isn't it? Everybody see that? This is still the 5 chord in C. If I do this, now I'm playing the 7 diminished 7 chord in C. And it's the 7 diminished 7 whether I do this or this. Does everybody see that? This doesn't change the fact that that's a diminished triad that resolves perfectly to C. G7 resolves to C. Why? Watch. Right. B diminished, whether it's this one or this one, resolves perfectly to C like so. So, when I get to this note, I have two choices. Either E flat diminished or D sharp diminished. And if I do this, I can do that, right? I could say that. Right? You hear how that works? Does that drive your ear to E minor? If I just sit here and say, oh yeah. Are you satisfied? I hope not. Yeah, your ear's not working if you're happy. Because you want to hear this chord. Everybody wants to hear this chord go somewhere. Right? This is a piece of wisdom I got from Barry Harris that's very relevant. Major scale, major chords are the Father, minor chords are the Son, and diminished chords are the Holy Ghost. Why does he say that? The diminished chords are the Holy Ghost because the Spirit blows wherever it wants to blow.